Picking up girls may be easy, but picking up girls, with words, now that's quite the challenge. Many of us feel very anxious when flirting, as we don't want to make a fool of ourselves or come across as creepy. Yet it's the perfect way to project interest and get a sense of whether they feel the same way. So the next time you see a cute girl in a cafe, don't just stare at her from across the room, imagining your future life together before she leaves, never to be seen again, and think, oh well, there's always next time. Actually decide to act. So how do you start a conversation? Some folks open with the most outrageous lines possible, but somehow they are well received, which is baffling. Yet it's for no other reason than the fact that they are hot. If a hot guy says something creepy, she's likely to laugh or blush. Yet if an ugly guy says the very same thing, he's carted away in cuffs. You need look no further than the ugliness creepiness index. As you can see, these freaks of nature can get away with anything. Us? Not so much. So the next time you go to say something deplorable, ask yourself, are you above an 8? If you are, I'd still advise against it. If you're anything less than Henry Cavill, you're taking a risk. My recommendation is to avoid cheesy pickup lines and start with a casual conversation opener. With any luck, this will start a pleasant conversation. I should note though that at some point you'll forget how to human. So remember to breathe, make eye contact, and damn, I feel a little unbalanced. Why can't I stand normally? And am I blinking too much? I'm definitely blinking too much. Great, now my eye is twitching. Better fake a call from Captain America and get the hell out of here. Rewind. Don't freak out, you've done the scariest part. Just go with it. One of the best tools in your arsenal for flirting is teasing. It's the perfect way to develop a connection and gets the other person wanting more. But it is pretty easy to mess up. The key is to keep it light-hearted and jokey. Reverse the roles for a second and consider what you would like. Now if she said, "You look like trouble, but I like a little trouble," you might go weak in the knees. On the other hand, if she said, "Look, your legs are skinnier than mine," you wouldn't like that very much, as you can bench more than you can squat. Finally, if she hits you with something like, "I never really understood the man spreading hate. You need your room," then get the hell out of there, because that's a dude. There's a big misconception that girls never make the first move, but some do. It's just most of us are too oblivious to notice it, and we don't realise until we are 40 years old on a random Wednesday evening stuffing our faces with pizza. So keep your eyes out for signs. These include extended eye contact, touching your arm, teasing, and finding reasons to be around you. Of course, these can also be present in a platonic friendship. The only real indicator she's into you is if she outright says so or invites you back to her place. But life is never that good. This is when you know you are either in a simulation or there's a camera recording the whole exchange, and you won't be made a fool of. What's more likely is you'll find your pickup game is severely lacking, and she's showing no signs of interest. Desperate times call for desperate measures, so it's at this point you should appeal to something that all women can appreciate. Money and hard work. Unlock your mobile and show her your wealth. Side note, it can't be an Android or she'll get the ick. Don't be surprised if her jaw hits the floor when she sees the balance. A near maxed out Town Hall 15 with over 17 million gold? She won't be able to resist you. If flirting face to face proves too difficult, you always have the option of doing it over text. This gives you the breathing time to craft the perfect messages, which you really need, as it's not just her you have to impress this time, but also the 3 other friends in her group chat that will tear apart your messages. You're effectively competing against every other guy in her DMs, so you need to set yourself apart. Be jokey, unpredictable, and mysterious. Just complimenting her good looks is a great way to get ignored. Hundreds have done so before you, and hundreds will do the same after. Feel free to say crazier stuff over text. There's no security to escort you out for creepiness here. Of course, there is always the risk she screenshots your messages and plasters them all over social media. Then again, you can just claim it's a Photoshop job. If you're getting no responses, then you need to open with something stronger. "I want to suck on your nipples" might not go down too well, so instead, make up some drama. It's scientifically proven that women cannot resist getting involved, especially if it's about them. Naturally, they will respond out of curiosity. Now that you have their attention, it's time to reel them in with something bold. Not that bold.